staying with you.
Okay.
How are we going? Is everyone set? KR, you want to get us off?
Put into bat and you find the openers going great guns, you know. And what went through your mind at all? What did you plan them to get back?
What went through my mind was how are we going to get a wicket. The openers played really well, and again, credit to our bowlers today to be able to stay patient, stay disciplined with the ball. I think we knew on that sort of wicket that it was going to be a tough wicket to start on, especially to score. It might be hard to get out, but it'll be quite tough to score because the wicket was quite slow. Probably a little bit slower tonight than our first game against Pakistan. So yeah, full credit to our bowlers to be able to show that discipline. And at one stage, I think maybe we should wait for this. Oh dearie me, this is brilliant. And make sure you get in the background, please.
Alright, so someone got another question?
Yeah, I forgot the answer, sorry.
Alright, Michael, can you put into context how this result feels, winning the series, having that trophy in your hand?
Yeah, it's very special, mate. It's obviously after our defeat in England, I think, we worked really hard before coming on this series. We were up in Darwin as a team and worked hard against spin bowling. I think we found conditions, again, so different to what we tried to prepare for up in Darwin, especially with the heat. I've never played in heat like this and humidity like this. And what I guess the most pleasing thing is the whole series was won by the whole team. It wasn't one individual player that won tonight or that won us this series. Yes, guys individually had some pretty good performances, but I think the whole team played a huge part. And that, goes all the way to support staff. The three guys that didn't get an opportunity, I thought the job they did, running drinks, making sure guys could change their gloves. The feeling around the group is a great feeling at the moment, especially after losing 4-0 to England. So, I think the guys should be really proud of this series. It was a tough victory against a very good one-day team in Pakistan, and you won't get the smile off his face, that's for sure.
And the guy next to you there does it again against Pakistan.
Does it again, full stop. I don't think it matters who he plays against. He's I guess I've said for a long time that as captain of this team and the Test team, it's important for me to have a mix of youth and experience, and I think that showed today. I think you've seen Maxwell, young, hasn't played too much cricket, not too much fear, go out and play his natural game, but without the experience and knowledge of both the Hussey brothers, but especially Michael. We don't win tonight and we don't win the series, so it's always a pleasure having him in the team, and he continues to perform consistently.
Michael, the approach today of the batsmen was very positive. The openers got your flying start. Everybody was very aggressive. Was that the game plan to be aggressive even against the spinners?
I guess I changed the batting order after we fielded. Matthew Wade was a little bit tired from fielding, but I always had in my mind that I thought it was going to be an opportunity for a right-left-handed opening combination. I guess I've always had confidence in the way David Hussey plays spin bowling. He's a very good player of spin bowling, but he hadn't scored too many runs on this tour, so I thought if he opened the batting, it'll at least give him a couple of overs to see the new ball before spin plays a big part, and I guess that was why I took that risk in opening with him. But as he showed, he's a class player and got us off to a great start. But yeah, we knew the first 10 overs was going to be critical to set the game up. While the ball was hard, only 2 fielders out, so we knew the first 10 overs we had to be positive. And then it was left to the individual to play their natural game.
And a word on Mitchell Stark's performance, on these wickets to get that kind of bounce and swing must be really pleased.
Yeah, he's had a great series and deserves man of the series. Conditions that there hasn't been much for fast bowlers at all. As a batter, you've looked forward to facing fast bowlers at any opportunity. So I think he deserves a lot of credit, Starkey. He's made the most of his opportunity. He's been fighting hard for a spot in this Australian one-day team for a while now, and I think he's grabbed it with both hands. So it's really exciting. He's obviously a part of the T20 team and heading to Sri Lanka for the World Cup. I think he'll play a big part there, but you know, the last 3 matches or 4 matches will do his confidence a world of good.
Great.
Even given Mike's finishing skills, at 4 down or 5 down, was there a period in the game there where you thought you were kind of behind the 8 ball, or starting to struggle?
Not really knowing his class, to be honest. I was really disappointed at the time I got out. I just thought Dave and I were building a good partnership, and if we could have hung in there for an extra 5 overs, I think we might have got to the final total a little bit easier. So I was really disappointed getting out then, and obviously getting another start. But no, I guess all the boys are always confident if we know Huss is at the crease. If Huss can bat as deep as he possibly can, I think that's probably, you know, his role in this team. Whether he bats 4, 5, 6, wherever he bats in the team, is to take the innings as deep as possible. Because 9 times out of 10 he gets us home, and today he did it once again.
Michael, what is it about Pakistan? You seem to have the Indian sign of them, if you forgive the expression.
No, I don't know. It's it is a great challenge playing these guys, I must admit. You know, they've got some great bowlers. They know these conditions very well, and it was pretty tough. You know, during the middle there, I think when Matty Wade came out, I think they had a lot of momentum then, and I found it very difficult to start. And I think even Billy Bowden said to me, I might have been a little bit lucky early in my innings as well. So it's a fine line, this game. You've got to take the good with the bad, and thankfully it went my way today. But we just wanted to slowly try and turn the momentum back our way, and get a bit of a partnership. But I'd really like to pay tribute to Glenn Maxwell as well. You know, the innings that he played coming in and timed the ball so well on not an easy pitch to start on was a fantastic innings, and in a lot of ways took the pressure off me a lot. He was able to rotate the strike, find the boundary, and really take the pressure off me. So fantastic innings by him to get us as close as we could.
How do you see 2020 series against Pakistan?
I haven't really thought about it just yet. I've just been concentrating on the one-day series, but I think they're a very, very good team, and I know my brother thinks they're probably one of the favourites to win the World T20. So they know these conditions well. I think they've got a very well-rounded team. They play good T20 cricket, and they're going to be a very good challenge. But I think we've got a very good team as well, and I think it's going to be a very interesting series. Should be good to watch.
I'll just ask what you made of the crowds that have come to watch this series, because obviously it's strange again.
I think it's been fantastic, to be honest. There was a lot of talk before we arrived here about starting the game so late. Are people going to come and watch? I think the crowds have been amazing. I think we've been looked after like gold in the UAE. I know all the boys have enjoyed their time on and off the field. Every time I come here I have a great time playing. It's like I've said before, it's really unfortunate that we don't get the opportunity to go to Pakistan, but then it's really fortunate that we managed to still have the chance to play against such a good team in the UAE. So, to everybody that's helped organise this series and make it happen, I think it's shown that, cricket has a bright future here in the UAE. Pakistan are a very strong force in one-day cricket, and as Huss said, they will be in T20 cricket. And all the Australian boys love any opportunity we get to come here and play.
Even at this time of year?
Any time of the year. It has been different, don't get me wrong, it's as hot as I've played in, but you find a way, don't you? That's a big part of international cricket. You go to England, it's freezing cold. You come here, it's 38 degrees and very humid. So, it's been a great test, a good challenge for the Australian boys, especially the young guys that haven't experienced anything like this. But as a player and as a team, I think we'll take a lot from this series.
Great. What's your immediate future? Have you got a few weeks off? Is your next cricket Shield cricket or some camp?
I might stay here and coach, help Mickey Arthur coach the T20 team. No, I'm on a plane 10:15 this morning. I think I've got 5 days at home before we fly to Perth for our first Shield game for New South Wales. I'm looking forward to getting home, especially after a win. But I'll be following the T20s both here and in Sri Lanka very closely.
So you'll be able to get a few Shield games in?
I think I'm available for the first. I think I've got 1 Ryobi Cup game and 2 Shield games back at home.
What was the turning point for this game, and Pakistan brought the fast bowler very late when they had already 5 wickets? What was the turning point for your team? They should bring the fast bowler earlier to get the opportunity?
I don't really know the answer to that question. Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't really know. I don't know what the turning point was. I guess I have to give credit to the Australian batsmen, like I say, to be able to take the innings so deep and have wickets in hand. That was probably the most important thing through our batting innings. Yeah, but I can't. It's hard for me to comment on when the fast bowler should have bowled or shouldn't have bowled. I don't really know the answer to that.
Having been at the receiving end of Sid Jamal for a couple of matches now, were you surprised that he was limited from the short crease to the absence of Test?
I think he's a very good bowler. I've found him quite difficult to pick since facing him over here. I'm sure I'll be back on that list very soon.
Mike, there's a lot hanging on this game with the series on the line, but also that T20 2010 semi-final against Pakistan. Obviously, that's a World Cup, so there's a lot on the line there. Are you able to compare the adrenaline rush of these two games?
I didn't really think about it too much. That one back in the West Indies was a great memory, but it is a memory. I was just concentrating on today. It was a big effort by all the boys, and I was really disappointed in myself to get out when I did, still needing 20 odd to win. It was a dumb shot, and I chastised myself for quite a lot in the dressing room because I know how much work's gone into this series, not just by the players, but the support staff and the guys that haven't had an opportunity to play. Everyone wanted this really badly. We have wanted this so badly because of what happened in England. And because we're a very proud team, and we're on the up. So I was pretty disappointed to get out when I got out. I felt like I left the door open a little bit to Pakistan, but thankfully that man Glenn Maxwell got us home.
Mike, T20 World Cup coming, obviously the conditions will be pretty similar. So each and every game will be really important, considering that an important tournament is just around the corner.
I think it's great preparation for both teams. Yeah, definitely to be playing in similar conditions. It's good for us to get a look at Pakistan as well in T20 cricket because, as I said before, I think they're going to be right up there at the end of the pointy end of the tournament. So it's going to be important for us to get some confidence up in these conditions and take that confidence into Sri Lanka as well. Yeah.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
As you probably already know, the captains and coaches T20 presser tomorrow afternoon at 2 o'clock at the